If your cat follows you into the bathroom, it probably feels random, maybe even a little strange. But here's the part almost no one ever stops to think about. That small, almost forgettable moment. It reveals something surprisingly deep about your cat's instincts and the way they actually see you. It's not just a funny habit. It's a signal, a hidden message. And once you understand what's really going on behind it, you'll never look at those quiet bathroom visits the same way again. If you enjoy uncovering the hidden meaning behind your cat's behavior, make sure you subscribe, because what you're about to hear changes how you see them forever. Now, let's break down what your cat is really trying to tell you. Number 1. You become predictable. Have you ever noticed how your cat seems to appear out of nowhere the moment you head toward the bathroom? Not sometimes. Not occasionally. Almost every time. That's not coincidence. And it's definitely not luck. There's a very specific reason your cat chooses that exact moment to follow you. Think about your daily movements. You walk through rooms. You stop, turn, change direction, open things, close things. To you, it feels normal. To your cat, it's chaos. Because here's what most people don't realize. Cats are obsessed with patterns. They watch everything. How you move across the room. How fast you walk. Where you usually stop. But most of your behavior is unpredictable from their perspective. Except for one thing. Your bathroom routine. Same direction. Same pace. Same door. Same pause. No sudden turns. No unexpected changes. For your cat, this becomes one of the only fully predictable moments in your entire day. Now imagine the scene from their perspective. You start walking down the hallway. They recognize the pattern instantly. They already know where you're going and exactly what will happen next. And in a cat's instinct-driven mind, predictability equals safety. No surprises means no threats. No threats means it's safe to get close. So when your cat quietly slips in behind you, they're not being needy. They're stepping into the one moment where they feel completely certain about you. That small window of certainty, it builds trust far deeper than most people ever realize. Number 2, their guard instinct switches on. Now here's where it gets even more interesting. The moment you step into the bathroom, something shifts inside your cat. That predictable, safe moment we just talked about, it triggers something older, stronger, an instinct that goes back thousands of years. Because even though they live in your home, your cat still thinks like a hunter and a survivor. And in the wild, there's one rule that matters more than anything. Never ignore vulnerability. When you're in the bathroom, you're doing something very unusual in your cat's eyes. You're still, distracted, partially unaware of your surroundings. From their perspective, this is one of the most vulnerable positions you ever put yourself in. You're not moving. You're not alert. Your attention is somewhere else entirely. And that's when their quiet protector instinct activates. It doesn't look dramatic. They don't bark or stand guard like a dog. Instead, they just stay close, watching, listening, observing. Researchers have found that cats monitor their humans far more closely than they let on. They notice small changes, sounds you ignore, movements you don't see. So when your cat follows you into the bathroom, they may not just be there for comfort. They could be there because, in their mind, you need watching. To a cat, that signals, my human can't fully defend themselves right now. So they step in. You might see your cat sit by the door, face the hallway, or stare calmly at the walls like they're assessing invisible threats. It looks casual. It's not. It's a leftover survival instinct shaped long before litter boxes and laser pointers. Watch for this. Cats often place themselves between you and the exit, not to block you, but to guard the space. This is your cat saying without a single sound, I've got you. And once you recognize this subtle protector role, so many of their other behaviors start to make sense. Number 3, it's territory bonding, not clinginess. Picture this. You walk into the bathroom, close the door halfway, and before you can even turn around, your cat is already weaving around your feet like they're claiming the entire space. You've seen it. You've probably laughed at it. But here's what most people miss. What looks like clinginess is actually something much deeper. Remember that quiet God instinct from the last chapter? Now it shifts into a bonding ritual rooted in your cat's ancient survival wiring. Bathrooms are full of powerful scents, warm spots, cool tiles, and little echoes. Basically, a sensory playground. When you walk in, your unique scent mixes with those textures and smells, and that creates something your cat loves. Shared territory. So when they rub the door frame, circle your legs, or plop themselves on the bath mat like it's their throne, they're not trying to own you. They're sending a message. This space feels safe because it smells like us. That's connection, not dependence. And hey, if this is starting to make sense, hit that subscribe button. You're clearly someone who wants to understand your cat on a deeper level. And that's exactly what this channel is here for. Because this next part, it reveals why they keep coming back again and again. Number 4. You give the best reactions without realizing it. You've probably heard people say cats don't care about attention. But that's not actually true. And the bathroom is one of the clearest places to see it. Think back to that territory bonding from the last chapter. Once your cat feels connected in that shared space, something interesting happens next. They watch you in the bathroom. You're focused. You're not rushing around grabbing laundry or answering messages. And without even realizing it, you give your cat the exact reactions they crave most. Maybe you look down and laugh. Maybe you talk to them in that soft voice you don't use anywhere else. Maybe you lift an eyebrow and say, "You again." Small things, but powerful signals. Cats aren't loud about their emotions, so they follow the moments that feel rewarding. And this one, it's pure, undivided attention. No distractions, no movement, just you, your voice, and your energy pointed directly at them. Most people never notice this pattern, but once you do, you'll spot it everywhere. How your cat shows up when you're calm, settled, or emotionally open. And here's the part that catches nearly everyone off guard. There's an emotional reason behind this one that goes deeper than attention or routine, and we're about to reveal it next. Number 5. It's their way of checking your emotional state. If you've ever felt your cat show up at the exact moment you're stressed, tired, or overwhelmed, you're not imagining it. And yes, what happens in the bathroom connects directly to that. Think back to the last chapter where your cat soaked up your reactions and your calm attention. Now, we go one layer deeper into something most people never realize. Cats read emotions through tiny signals. Tone of voice, tension in your shoulders, even changes in your breathing. Science shows they can pick up on these shifts faster than we think. And the bathroom, it's the perfect place for them to read you clearly. No background noise, no movement, no other people, just you in a small, quiet space where your emotional state is easier to sense. So, when your cat follows you more on tough days, that's not clinginess. That's emotional attunement. You might notice they sit closer, stare a little longer, or stay unusually still. That's their version of checking your internal weather. It's subtle but powerful because in their own quiet way, your cat isn't just guarding you or bonding with you. They're making sure you're okay. And once you see this, it transforms how you understand their behavior. Now, there's one last piece to reveal the meaning behind the whole ritual itself. This is where things come together, and it matters more than you might think. Because once you understand all the layers behind this tiny ritual, you start seeing your cat's behavior in a completely different light. Think about everything we've uncovered. Your predictable bathroom routine creates trust. That trust activates their quiet instinct to protect. Protection turns into shared territory. Shared territory leads to emotional connection. And all of it builds into one powerful message. Your cat feels safe with you, safe enough to watch over you, safe enough to bond with you in the most ordinary moments of your day. So the next time your cat trails behind you into the bathroom, remember it's not random. It's not weird, and it's definitely not clingy. It's instinct. It's trust. It's a deep emotional signal wrapped in a simple, funny moment you probably never thought twice about. Now, I want to know something. What does your cat do when you close the bathroom door? Do they scratch, wait patiently, cry dramatically, or sit in silence like a tiny furry guardian? Drop it in the comments. And if this changed how you see your bathroom buddy, share it with someone who needs this perspective shift.